curfew, I guess. Arthurton, you'll never want to leave. Creepy. I think creepy. Creepy makes sense to me. So I guess since now I have control of the game, uh, welcome everybody. I'm Hazel, and this is a new game that I'm going to be playing. Ginny LeClue, Detectivu, which I know very little about. I just know it's like, I really like the name. And, uh, yeah, I like the name, so it's probably going to be a detective mystery solving kind of thing. And, yeah, that's all I really know. I don't know too much. Danger, no swimming. Okay, I will not swim. I will go in this boat instead. How about that? Left to accelerate. It looks like there's no mouse in this game, which is interesting. Ooh! A lot of creepy birds. Maybe I should be playing this in the dark like I did with Layers of Fear. Danger, no swimming. What's this? Some kind of radio thing. Okay. There's a line here. I assume I want to make the line. Close enough? Close enough. Good. I'm not great at math, and that is kind of a math puzzle. Um, but I'm glad that I got it without too much difficulty. Okay, what am I doing with this radio control thing? Something's coming up. Very mysterious. Oh. I guess I'm going down the tunnel. The lift. Very strange. Strange things are happening. Ginny LeClue, Detectivu. sleeping writer.
What? Who? Oh, I must have dozed off.
You must have.
Perhaps we need a spot of tea to wake us up. What do you say, Rufus?
Yeah, Rufus, how about some tea? That sounds pretty good to me. No, you're not interested in tea?
Quite right. Better get back to work.
What about tea?
This book won't write itself.
No, they really don't.
Maybe I should start somewhere easier. I'll come back to the prologue later.
Are you writing the story we're in? I mean, I kind of like to go from start to finish. But my most successful book writing has been not in order, but in playing a game, I kind of like start to finish. So I guess we can go into the next scene.
The sun rose over another perfect day in picturesque Arthurton. To the casual observer, Arthurton seemed like any other small, quiet town.
Idyllic Arthurton, home of something university.
It was nestled in a valley between two mountains, lined by lustrous forests, and perched on the edge of a pristine lake. It had a main street with all the essentials, including a place to sip coffee.
Round steak, 69 cents.
It had schools, a college, a church, and a police station.
Agatha Christie's You'll Kill for a Taste, fresh baked daily.
It even had a museum no one ever visited.
Pharmacy and magic, the great placebo.
It was the kind of place you might find anywhere on your travels. Typical, maybe even forgettable.
Hey. Got a steep road, though.
But there was one thing in Arthurton that was unlike any other town in the whole world.
Creepy spies in boats with lifts?
Actually, it was a girl.
Oh, okay. Is it Ginny LeClue?
Her name was Jenny LeClue. And she was the world's greatest detective.
Oh my goodness.
Finkelstein residence.
Oh, am I your daughter?
Oh, hello, Glenda.
Oh, you don't want to talk to Glinda.
Yes, he said he might ring. Okay, patch me through then.
Oh, nervous. Is it a publisher?
Richard? Yes, I got it. I did, and my answer is no.
No.
I understand that, but... Well, yes, of course, but... No. Nothing is settled. I'm not going to do it. It goes against everything my books stand for. No, not yet, but... If I could just... Please, listen to what I'm saying.
Back into the story. Richard Boctor 3000. Chapter 1. Letter to Finkelfan's Craft. Oh. I have found gallery art, because I am very sneaky. From the office of Richard Inkwell. Dear author, Arthur, or author, hope all is well. Afraid I've got bad news, old chum. There's no easy way to say it, so I've attached the latest book sales numbers. Copies sold in thousands, entry in series to later entries, been dwindling off. Nowadays, young readers want more mystery and danger, you losing them with Ginny's increasingly timid and repetitive adventures. One bit of good news, it's too late for the stores to cancel their orders for the next book. So we're going to give you one last go and see if you can breathe some life into the old girl. We want you to try a proper murder mystery. Start killing people off. I'm not a murderer. Add some drama. The bottom line is if you don't step it up, I'm afraid it's a case of Ginny and the last hurrah. Flip. In other positive news, someone from a real newspaper finally reviewed your last book, Hack. Ginny LeClue and the Missing Marmalade Sandwich. The 38th and hopefully last book in a series which is very much past its prime. Once a collection of mystery stories cherished by children all over the world, Ginny LeClue has since taken a nosedive into mediocrity, without reservation. Worst, Arthur K. Finkelstein. It says I can zoom. Worst piece of... Oh my goodness, there's a dirty word there. Quality and complete waste of time. The only mystery left in Arthurton is how this trash keeps getting published. The reader nearly died of boredom. On a positive note, the book makes a great doorstop. Wouldn't know a good story if it bit you on the rump. I took the worst bits out. Unbelievable. I imagine all this might come as a bit of a shock, but we've got to move with the times. Throw in a murder or two, a dash of real tragedy, and who knows, maybe you've got one great story left in you. I'll ring you later to discuss. Sorry about your career. Chin up though, eh? Richard Inkwell. Yes, squash next week? At least you'll have time to work on that backhand soon. Letter to Finkelfans draft. Well, it's me again, Arthur K. Finkelstein, and here we are at book 38 of the Ginny LeClue series, our most joyful adventure yet. Thank you to all the new Ginny LeClue fans out there. You have both been incredibly supportive. You have both, there's two of them. Answer your questions. 1. Despite any rumors you may have heard, of course the Ginny books will continue, as long as there's ink in my pen and ribbon in my typewriter. 2. Guess it will be more of the same. I refuse to change my formula. Arthurton will always be a safe and happy place. And here's a bunch of names, probably Kickstarter supporters or something like that. I found more gallery art. Oh no, the pencil fell off the desk. I don't know how that happened. start at chapter 1 then. Or maybe not. What am I missing? Interesting. Ah, I just need to exit from the desk.
You don't understand what you're asking for. You want me to turn Jenny's world upside down? Kill off my characters and destroy everything I've built over the last 30 years? Fine.
Oh.
I'll give you what you want. But I warn you, I'm a stream of consciousness writer. And you have unleashed my fury. Good day, sir. Boring? Predictable? Pah! Well, if it's murder they want, it's murder they'll get.
Uh-oh. What's happening? What are you doing to me?
It should have been another perfect day in Arthurton. But today was different. And nothing would ever be the same again. To begin with, Jenny LeClue was dead.
No! I just met her.
Her skin was pale. Her eyes glassy and frozen. What cruel fate had befallen our beloved detective?
No, no, no! Never move the victim!
Mrs. LeClue, she's doing it again.
Jenny LeClue, you are a dead body.
Aha. A great detective. Trust their instincts. Follows the evidence, turns in their report on time. Essays on decapitation and dismemberment due next week. Never makes assumptions. Makes it personal. Reveals their hand too soon. Leaves their coffee unattended. There's a gallery piece there, but I can't interact with it yet. I assume I'll get to it later.
Dead bodies don't talk.
Former detective teaches dumb students. Terrible cook. Great mom. Julie LeClue.
But he's doing it wrong! As wonderful as it would be if all cadavers were so talkative, we must deduce the cause of death without their help. With only the evidence laid before us, we build a picture from the fragments left behind. We collect clues, interpret the data, and solve our puzzle one piece at a time, until it feels as if the victim is speaking to us. But Jenny is right, Jonathan. You mustn't disturb the crime scene. Vital evidence could be lost.
Sorry, Mrs. LeClue.
Yeah, Jimmy.
Okay, you've all had a chance to study the body? Who can postulate how she met her demise?
Ooh, me!
Sure, go ahead.
I think it was an accident.
Hmm.
Yeah, she obviously wasn't looking where she was going
So she slipped on the wet floor.
and cracked her head open. Like an egg.
What about the green stuff leaking from her mouth?
And then she bled to death.
Really? How can you tell?
Well, there's a giant pool of blood around her head.
Yeah, I know. I was being sarcastic.
Oh.
Actually, you're both wrong.
Oh ho.
What?
It was cold-blooded
Murder.
Murder?
Don't be ridiculous.
Where's the murder weapon?
There's no evidence anyone else was even here.
Oh, yes, there is. It was murder, and I can prove it.
The case of the dead lab assistant.
Jenny had read all the books. She'd absorbed all her mother's teachings. But there was nothing quite like getting your hands dirty.
How many people get the chance to solve their own murder?
The first step in any good deduction was collecting evidence.
Mm-hmm.
Seemingly insignificant details could provide a vital piece of the puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
First, I'll search the crime scene for clues.
Then she'd analyze the data. And finally,
Deduce the real cause of death.
it wasn't Jenny's style to wear accessories. But this hair clip was the exception. Its function as a lockpick had saved Jenny from a long night trapped in her school locker.
Ooh.
She'd worn it ever since. Without her trusty bifocals, Jenny couldn't see the nose in front of her face. They were her window to the world and the lens through which she focused her keen detective vision.
The victim has a green smudge on her lips. It's not lipstick. There's no doubt the victim lost a lot of blood.
Mr. Beans, the ends justify the beans.
What a waste of perfectly good coffee.
Jenny's love for coffee was almost as strong as her passion for crime solving.
Oh, one of those people.
Chalky green residue on the rim. Smells like burnt matches.
Hmm.
Jenny's blue sweater was scruffy and quite uncomfortable. But her grandmother had knitted it, and so it was her favorite.
Mm-hmm.
The more it itched, the closer she felt to her.
Approximately 8 sizes too big. And covered in mud.
Hmm.
The floor is wet and slippery, but also immaculately clean. I've seen enough. Time to wrap this case up.
Jenny was a meticulous record keeper, noting every relevant clue in her trusty journal. A great detective knew that solving a mystery was simply a matter of connecting the dots.
I'm certain this wasn't a mere accident. Now I just need to prove it. How do I know the victim didn't slip?
Boots. Wet floor. And muddy boot. Make the duck. Enter.
The victim's boots are filthy. They should have left big muddy footprints on the floor.
Yeah.
So where are they? Either someone washed away her footprints, or she was carried here.
I solved a mystery. Oh, me. I mean, I didn't
Okay,
solve
that
a whole
proves she
mystery.
didn't slip. So how did she actually die? What was the real cause of death?
Just the chalky green residue that smells of almonds. Coffee cup. And mouth. Make deduction.
There's a green residue in the bottom of the victim's coffee cup. It smells of burnt matches. Phosphorus. Also found in common garden fertilizer.
Hmm.
The same green mark is on the victim's lips. Her coffee was spiked with fertilizer.
Gross.
Someone clearly wanted her dead. Ah, the case of the dead lab assistant. Gone before her time. Was it poison?
Yes.
Yes. A blow to the head?
No.
Yes.
Well, I guess. Yeah.
An accident?
No.
Certainly not. No footprints in an unshattered mug? She was killed somewhere else and carried here. This is the story of a scorned ex-lover. Jenny?
That's assuming there.
The gardener enacting his revenge. Jenny? A deadly brew of fertilizer and caffeine coursing through the veins. That's quite enough, thank you.
What happens to the gardener?
Is this gonna be on the test?
Remember, class, even the smartest criminals make mistakes. This is how we catch a killer.
But what's the point of all this?
Yeah, there hasn't been a murder in Arthurton in years.
Every town has a dark side, even Arthurton.
Whoa.
By doubting, we are led to question. And by questioning, we arrive at the truth. Okay, that's all for today. Don't forget, next class is our field trip to the morgue. So have a light lunch.
Yeah.
The students need to think for themselves, Jenny. That's why they're here at Gumboldt. To learn.
Gumboldt. Okay.
I just figured we all had places to go. Speaking of which... And where are you off to, young lady? I'm a dead body mom, remember? Dead bodies don't tell.
Oh.
See ya! Wait, before you go, I have something for you.
Oh, what is it?
Cool! What is it? If I told you, that would spoil the fun, wouldn't it?
Oh, do I have to find it?
The LeClues didn't simply hand each other presents. They hid them.
Yeah! Present hunt!
It was a family tradition, and Jenny had developed a sixth sense for finding them. With her trusty magnifying glass at her side, nothing eluded her.
Yeah. Oh ho. There's a sparkle.
A new journal!
Ooh.
To Jenny, there
Always
was
useful
nothing
to a
better
detective.
than the aroma of a fresh leather notebook. It smelled like mystery,
Story.
Without missing a beat, she did what any detective worth their salt would do. She decorated it.
Hmm. I love nerds. Let's change sticker. What we got? We got I love nerds. Get some hearts and some stars and a magnifying glass. A couple of X's. Change pages. We can't. Don't have anything on the other pages. X. Exit.
A new journal meant new adventures.
Great detective never gives up. Love, Mom.
She imagined all the thrilling cases that would soon fill its pages. And on the first page, her mother had written an inscription.
A great detective never gives up. Love, Mom.
Find a map. Keep it here. Choosiness. You choose a creepy tune for the mysterious man to whistle. EO. Dedicated, strong-willed, and direct, a brilliant leader who inspires other, a jack of all trades and a fountain of knowledge, but you can be inflexible and emotionally distant. So even between improviser and planner. Very logical. Very dreamer. Am I reading that right? I think so. Oops.
I love it. Thanks, Mom.
Jenny, I wanted to talk about, to say,
Somewhere in the back of Jenny's highly caffeinated brain, an alarm bell was ringing. Her mum was hesitating. What could be causing her to act so out of character?
Crossed arms. Furrowed brow.
Jenny saw it coming from a mile away.
Blended eye contact. Watery eyes. Defensive body language. Missing ring.
Her mother was about to get
Emotional.
I've really gotta go. No, Jenny, wait. I need your help.
What? Really?
Jenny couldn't believe her ears. It was extremely unusual for her mother to ask for help. It must be something very important. Tracing the steps of a deranged killer? A cold case that only someone with Jenny's expertise could solve?
I've misplaced the students' essays on decapitation. See if you can find them for me before you leave. I have to run.
Wow.
Dodging
Case
the
of the
subject.
misplaced papers.
Case of the missing ring. Have he and your dad gotten a divorce? Is she looking to marry somebody else?
Are you sure you want to trust me with such a complex task?
I have no doubt you'll be able to find them. They're around here somewhere.
Jenny was unsure if her mother was unable to detect sarcasm or just really good at ignoring it.
Never know, do you? Oh, Mom.
Okay, Mom. I'll find them before I leave. On one condition.
Whoa.
Yes?
Tell me what you really wanted to talk about. I mean, Ginny was actually trying to avoid that, so that's probably not the answer.
You have to let me help grade them.
Oh-ho.
One of Jenny's favorite pastimes was grading papers. Nothing pleased her more than giving a big shiny F to an overconfident student.
Oh.
Don't push your luck.
Please.
Okay.
Yes.
Find the papers and go straight home.
But I'm meeting Keith tonight.
No buts, remember?
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm still feeling the effects of being poisoned for your class.
Well then, I have the perfect antidote. You're staying with your cousin this weekend, and you still need to pack.
This again? Look, I've considered your offer, Mom, and I'm going to have to decline. I'm old enough to take care of myself.
I'll be back late tonight. There's meatloaf in the fridge.
Late again? What are you up to?
Jenny LeClue, it's been a difficult week.
He's dating.
Could you please just do what you're told for once and stop asking questions?
Fine.
And try to stay out of trouble.
When do I ever get into trouble?
I'm just an innocent little kid,
All right,
Mom.
let's find these papers and get out of here.
And I think that's where we're going to leave it for this episode. So yeah, I'm enjoying this pretty well so far. Ginny's cute. It's nice to play as a child mystery person. Seems like it's going to be a fun game. If you're enjoying it, please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all next time. Bye!